Good morning. Today's front page of the paper is about how Veterans Affairs psychotherapists are being forced to treat mentally ill veterans from call center environments. This is part of the shift in policy under the Trump administration. They reckon they're going to fire about 80,000 people from the Veterans Affairs administration. The main focus of this piece is psychotherapists who work with mentally ill veterans. So these are veterans who might have bipolar disorder or schizophrenia. That's obviously a risky combination. So if you've been through the trauma of war and you also happen to have an Axis 1 mental health diagnosis, you're likely to be challenged by the world. And if you have remote treatment from a psychotherapist, paid for by the government, what that does for society is prevents mass shootings and suicides. That's good. I support that. And unfortunately, these psychotherapists have all mostly been hired on fully remote contracts. As you're probably aware, you can do therapy remotely. All you need is a nice private environment and a phone or a Zoom call. The VA has been pioneering this for about 20 years, way before the pandemic. And these psychotherapists have met with men in rural areas who are particularly at risk of suicide, having been veterans. And women too. They also kill themselves. So now, because of this kind of culture war on the return to the office, Elon Musk and his Doge team have ordered all VA people to return to the office. Now, they never were at the office in the first place. So all these psychotherapists are driving hundreds of miles to show up at offices that have no room for them. And then they're being required to treat veterans with serious mental health issues in cubicle environments. Now, if you're being treated in a cubicle environment, there's a couple of things that can happen. One, anyone walking around can overhear what's being said. And if you have one of the mental health issues that we've described, that ain't going to help your treatment. Particularly if you're paranoid, mistrustful, the idea that someone might walk behind the psychotherapist and overhear your darkest thoughts is probably going to make you disengage from treatment. The stats on veteran suicide are that it's about double the rate of the population. For every 14 adults in the regular population that kill themselves, 30 veterans. So you would think that we would want to use evidence-based practices to make sure that we prevent that happening. I always think it's interesting because tech bros generally talk about following evidence and looking at charts and so on. If you look at the chart of veteran suicides, it's doing this, and I suspect that as a result of forcing psychotherapists to return to the office and treat people in cubicles, it's going to continue to go up. It's an odd thing because Donald Trump has campaigned that he's going to improve services for veterans. Slashing the Department of Veterans Affairs by that many thousands of people doesn't seem to me to be in their best interests. Veterans also tend to vote Republican, and if they kill themselves, they can't do that. So it's an odd choice all round. It's almost like these are not very bright guys making stupid decisions that are costing America its potential. It's difficult to see. I've got to tell you, difficult to see. I don't know. What else do I think about this? I know a few veterans, lucky to have some of them in my extended family. And, I feel that they should get the treatment that they deserve having served this country. From a suicide prevention perspective, I think that they deserve the evidence-based treatment that works best. And I think the least that we can do is expect a psychotherapist to shut the door while they're treating these folks and have some soundproofing so that they feel that they can trust their therapist. That, unfortunately, is not what the Trump administration believes to be important. They quote a former Fox News analyst who is now a spokesman for the Department of Veteran Affairs. And he says this is about VA people not being able to phone it in. That's not what's happening. These are psychotherapists treating people remotely. The idea of phoning it in and conflating that with this is not cool. That guy has 167 connections on LinkedIn, and my sense is not many friends. I hope your mental health is all right, mate, because it's going to suffer as a result of this article. just like all the rest of us. Get with the program, guys. Evidence-based treatment, basic humanity. Stop ruining people's lives at the stroke of a pen just because it makes you feel like a big man. That's my advice for Elon Musk and his mates today. And I appreciate you reading the newspaper with me so that you don't have to read the newspaper. It's only Monday. I'm sure the news will get better as the week goes on, as it often does. I appreciate you. Thank you.